Welcome back to It's a Tool Thing. Today doing a review of the Mac Rbrt FOR foreign object removers. It comes in this case. I feel like it's a little bulky for what it holds inside. I feel like they'd have been better served to have put this in a vertical holder. Would save a lot of space in the box. It is a nice padded box, but I mean, it's not like these things are going to get damaged just sitting there. I'll tell you a little story. A co-worker got these and let me put them through the test first. He just got them last week. Unfortunately, I broke one of them in the process. I was working on a Cummins 5.9 in a motorhome underneath the bed, and exhaust manifold bolts pretty rusty, as you can see here. Had 3 of them break off inside of the head, and tried using these to extract them. This one here I actually got out with a snap-on spiral bit and heat. None of them would budge just using the extractor. The other 2 units would not remove with heat, heating up the surrounding area and quenching them. These extractors with the collar on them to remove them did work pretty well to be able to get it back out and be able to heat the area up and then put it back in. But after I installed it a few times, it actually stripped the hole out. You could feel that they weren't going in as tight after the first time, which is definitely a negative thing. Obviously, if it works the first time you go to pull it out, you wouldn't have that issue. This extractor here, number 4, is actually brand new. Unfortunately, I broke this one off about this far. The Mac guy has already replaced it, and you'll see the thumbnail is actually the one of the broken one I took before he took it back. So I really wish they would have designed these with a failure point built in somewhere between the threads and this upper part. That way you could actually use this to extract the broken portion out. Being as it broke off below flush in the head, and they were definitely pretty hard. I really don't think I was pulling that hard with it. I was using a bent handled ratchet, but you could feel a lot of flat shaft flex. I only used the number 3 and this number 4. Well, the number 4 that I broke. And they're pretty hard. I couldn't drill into them at all. So I ended up using a Rbrt, a Dremel type tool, and a die grinder with carbide bits, and was able to drill out or cut out most of that other bit and then punch it and get it broke free. This is all that's left of the tip that was broke off in there. I ground off probably more than what's there on that one little leg. And then at that point I went ahead and went with grinding them out to wafer thin with the Rbrt, and actually collapsed the threads into the hole, and then was able to clean up the hole with a tap, and both the other holes were reusable. I do like these extractors. I think they're a little bulky space-wise. I feel like they should have put a failure point on them so that you could actually still use the extractor remover to get it out. And I feel like the price is a little high. Probably not terribly high considering they are a new product, but I don't think extractor should cost. I think he said it was like $200 for the set. I never saw the receipt or any paperwork, but that's just what my buddy told me at work that I borrowed him from. I appreciated him letting me take him out and give him a spin. He did try a few pulls on them too and wasn't having any luck getting them out. They do seem to bite pretty good. One of my concerns was, like, when this one stripped out, I was concerned if I was going to have enough room to drill it up to the next size. And actually, it's not that far, at least on this size to this size. It's only a couple, I think 3 or 4 drill bits apart in 1/16, and the one that this one is stripped out, I was actually able to hammer this one in without drilling it out, which was something that I was happy about, because that was one of my concerns, was if you drill the hole maybe slightly oblong, like in this case I was working underneath the bed, and limited access, it could have been worse. I could have been sitting on top of the transmission trying to do it underneath the bed, but fortunately the transmission is out, so I was able to stand there, but it's still a slightly confined space. And I didn't have them all perfectly, they're pretty close to center, but they weren't all perfectly straight when I was trying to extract them. And I think me trying to straighten it out may have made the hole slightly larger, and then also with removing this thing probably 2 or 3 times, I had, like I said, I had 2 of these actually strip out in the hole. I didn't damage the extractor, I don't believe, just the bolt, which we were trying to get out anyways. So that's my experience with these. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.